All right. Hello, everyone. It seems like this is a pretty big week for Inanimate Insanity as Act 1 of Inanimate Insanity 2, the movie, will be releasing this Saturday. That's right. So I figured, as a little way to say thank you for getting us to number 10 on trending. That's right. The trailer that we released. I edited this trailer just for part 1 of this film, Act 1 of this film, and we reached number 10 on trending, which was phenomenal. So, figured let's open this up. It'll just be for a brief period. No warning on this. If you were here, you were here, and that's that. There'll be plenty of people who'll be like, "Oh my goodness, I was sleeping. I was this, that, whatever." You know what? These usually are earlier in the day. This is really late at night where I'm at, so maybe it'll give some people a chance that don't usually get to be there for live streams. So there you go. Okay. Let's see if anyone wants to ask any questions that I will actually be able to answer. Well, UOI official says this is generally such an exciting time for the OSC, and I agree. I think this is going to be a very fun event time. So yeah. Let's continue. Yeah, no, some of these are spoilers. Peach Blossom 09. Hi, Brian. I'm scared for this movie. Yeah, I mean, you should be. Catch up. Congratulations on the trending page. Thank you so much. I mean, we still can't believe that. Number 10 is definitely the highest we ever made it. I think, none of us expected that a trailer would trend. So that was pretty crazy. Okay, real Brian, I have school in the morning. Why are you doing this to me? Well, you know what? You got your response from me. So there you go. Mission accomplished. Listen to the rest of the morning. There you go. Storybook asked me to rate the episode 1 to 10. Well, I will say this much. It is the best thing we've ever done. I don't know. I mean, like, it's hard for me to look at it just as, like, a single part as opposed to a cohesive whole. But I'll just refer to the finale movie as a cohesive whole. Easily our magnum opus, the best thing we've ever done. It had to be. There was no other choice. Like, we had to live up to the hype. Y'all's hype and also our hype. Roxy, Brian, stop jump staring. The AI community challenge, impossible. So true. Park car, how long has the script been done? Depends which part of the script you're talking about. Part 1 of the script has been done for several months now. That's all I could really comment on at this time. Robux X. Brian, if you were to give any character a spinoff, which one would it be? Box. Honest Following says, Brian, when's the episode coming out? I have work and I don't want to miss it. Hasn't been finalized yet on an exact time. I'm thinking probably 12 p.m. EST. Probably. That's when we dropped the trailer, and that timing seemed to work well. So I think we could just stick with that, make it a nice noon Eastern release. Fan asks, Brian, fan, I need fan screen time. Please tell me that he will have a bigger role in at least one of the acts. He gets some screen time, for sure. I don't think anyone would say he's the main character, other than maybe him. No, I think even he wouldn't say that, but he does. I think he'll be satisfied with the amount of screen time that he has in at least one of the acts. An average nobody. How long will the finale be? I can't really say that. Catch up. Yeah, how many parts are anticipated? Was the estimated release date? Again, don't really know. / can answer. Imaginations. What happened to Toilet after the Meat Phone X encounter? Don't really know. I think this is talking about like a fanfic or something. I haven't read this one, unfortunately. Ship animations. Brian, should I watch the movie with a friend or by myself? Important question. Okay. I think it depends on, is this a friend that is well-versed in Inanimate Insanity? Because if they're not, you may have to explain a number of things. And also, are you comfortable showing a wide range of emotions in front of this friend? I don't know how outwardly emotional you are, but assuming that you are, just keep that in mind. are you okay crying in front of this friend? Just hypothetically. Jazzy. I like to believe this is actually Jazzy Oliver. Jazzy asked, did you make FanTube canon in the movie? I don't know how many times we have to talk about this. Like, I mean, they made Bot. Like, I don't know. Everyone thinks like, oh yeah, I guess you have to have like a peck on the cheek or peck on the lips in order to be like a couple. Like, I don't know. Whatever, y'all. Whatever. I don't know. It's all good. Um, Gleam says, you had plenty of inspirations for this movie. Which one would you say was your absolute number one biggest inspiration? A great question. Yeah, so I had posted on Twitter a list of various creative inspirations that I had for Inanimate Insanity to the movie. Um, mm, that's a tough one. I mean, I feel like the easy answer for me is just like the Toy Story series, because that's just so entrenched in who I am. So I probably would have to say that, and I would have to most specifically say 3, just because that was the film that was most recent throughout the majority of this being in development. Because what you have to understand is long before pen was ever put to paper, I had jotted down many notes over the years and many like, oh, this exchange could happen, this thing could happen, et cetera, et cetera. Some of these things were, in like 2013 or 2015 or 2017 or, 2016. So yeah, I think that's all important to keep in mind. But yeah, so that's definitely a big influence. But I would say everything on that list, and definitely things beyond that list as well, are also relevant in terms of my creative inspirations for the film. I would highly recommend everything on that list, not just because it inspired me, but just because they're really good films. I think especially a lot of people probably haven't seen Tick Tick Boom. Maybe we do have a lot of Tick Tick Boom stands on here. I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit outside of the animation scene, but that movie absolutely captures what it's like to be a writer more than anything else. And every time I watch that movie, I would think about how I had this crazy task ahead of me of writing this film, and I would always be like, I don't know if I'll ever be able to do it. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know. I don't know if I have it in me. So it'll be great to. I'm gonna treat myself to once this comes out, I will be able to watch Tick Tick Boom again and be like, I made it. I did it. On to the next one. Benny Fan Animations. Genuine question. After all is said and done, I2 is wrapped up. What do you think you guys will be doing next? I can't really even think about that right now, honestly. I'm just so focused on the here and now. But I'm sure we will be doing more stuff. We have too much fun. We have too much fun in this creative space. We just do. Knox, Brian, what's with all the polls on Twitter? Why are you asking us so many questions? Why are you asking questions about my questions? Why? Amy's trash animations. I'm so hyped but very afraid. Will we be screaming or silently shocked? Definitely screaming. Okay, yeah. Kel's Cabin, WHI. Best thing, wowee. I agree with that. That's awesome. Blank the Geek. Brian, how scared should I be for the first part, let alone the whole movie? I mean, pretty scared. Nami. Brian, it's 4:32 a.m. and I'm eating yogurt and I'm sick and I'm watching this right now. Well, I hope you are enjoying your yogurt and your stream together. Sparking Blaze asks, are there any lines or parts of lines in the first act you particularly enjoy that you can share? If not, that's totally okay. Congrats on the trending regardless. Well, that's fun. That's fun. What could I reveal? Is there something I could reveal? Sure. Somebody says, sorry, that could have been calmer. Sorry, that could have been calmer. Think about that, you freaks. Okay, hi, were you surprised when the trailer went trending? Yes, absolutely surprised. We did not even think like, oh, it won't hit trend. Like, it was just not like in our the realm of possibility that the trailer would. So, yeah. Real, I'm so excited for I-16. My cousin's coming over that day. I'll force her to watch it because I'm not waiting to. She'll have to deal with it. Nice. That's family right there. Tapeworm. Will the final part of the finale also come out in 2024? We're definitely hoping for the full movie to be complete by the end of the year. That is the goal. We didn't say it's a guarantee. We didn't announce anything. But that's the goal. Just saying. Object TV, will it be rated PG? I don't think our movie is going to be able to be rated by the MPAA, the Motion Picture Association of America. That being said, the reason that I highlighted this question is I feel like you'll get a kick out of the fact that you asked this pretty soon. Because there is something that will specifically make you think about PG and if it's like PG or not in Act 1. So yeah. Chip Animations, what inspired the idea of making a movie? Great question. For me, the movie had to be something where it wasn't just we're going to make a movie for the sake of making a movie. Now, that being said, of course, on my bucket list was write an animated film. I always wanted to do that. But for me, this really just honestly came out of necessity of there is so much to wrap up here. It needs to be feature length. Otherwise, we're, short shrifting everyone, the audience and ourselves. So honestly, I think it being a movie made things easier than if we were trying to do it in a more standard length episode. But that really then came down to, okay, well, how are we actually going to do this? Yeah, I almost said something that would have been a spoiler just casually there. Oh, you almost got me. Ooh, you almost got me. No, you're not going to get me. But yeah, it was just such a big story. It needed to be a movie. And yeah, I am really excited that that is what it is actually going to be. For a while, I feel like back in the day, because like years ago, I was like, oh, it'd be awesome if it was a movie. But I feel like back then it was a lot less realistic for it to actually be a movie. But now it is. And I'm like, we did that. Like we're doing it. It's happening. So yeah, I know I was always, yeah, definitely ringing the movie bell, championing it of like, this is the one thing I will put everything I have. And the thing about this movie for me, and I kind of always have this philosophy, I've probably said this before in the past, but like it's never been more true than for this, where I'm just like, I want to leave everything out on the field with this. I want it to be like, wow, if this was my one chance to write an animated film, to work on an animated film, I want it to be like, yup, he did everything he could. If the doctor comes and says, Brian, you're dying tomorrow, I'd be like, well, I nailed it with that movie, though. I nailed it with that movie, though. And they'll be like, what is he talking about? What movie? He's a YouTuber. This guy's crazy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Shanger 9000. Brian, will yin yang speak words at all? I love the both of them. Yes. 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 Yes, they will. They will speak at all. Yes. Do 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 do. Dragon Lover, is Meepad giving therapy to Taco? Well, as we see in the trailer, he is definitely staying with Taco and trying to help her. I think he definitely sees himself as being of service to all of the contestants. The reason he has been focusing on Taco as of late is because Taco really kind of needs the most help. She seems truly in distress. So she's kind of taking up his attention. I think also it's a sort of thing where it's like, if you dangle something in front of him, which is what's happening with Taco, is like, there she is. Like, he can't ignore that. Like, he can't just walk away now. Like, all right, I will go help someone else. Like, no, this person is struggling hardcore. So even if someone else is maybe not going through a great time, he's still kind of going to be preoccupied. But, of course, that being said, like, he obviously cares a lot about her. Make that very clear. It's not like he's just doing this out of a sense of duty because it's his job. No, it's about much more than a job to him. If it was just about being on the job, being on the clock, then he would have been like, well, I have this responsibility to meet phone. No, he walked away from it. He formally resigned. He's plus 109. Brian, you said someone is going to die. Do you mean like die permanently, like Purgatory Mansion dead? I'll leave that to y'all to figure out. I can't really talk about that. I don't know why you're trying to pressure me into saying details about death, because then you might, I don't know, you might just make me, I don't know. Yeah, I won't say it. Cloudy Cat's Maid. Will the Inanimate Insanity intro play at the start of each part of the movie or just the first? I personally, and obviously this isn't solidified yet, I personally think just in the first act. But we'll see. We'll see. Um, yeah, because I just feel that's the only time I wrote it in to the script. Similarly, you'll notice on the invitational finale, which was split into 2 episodes, uh, the intro only plays in the first part because that's the only time it was written in. I feel like it would have been forced to try to change that up. Lacey, does Paper get any voice lines? Yes. Yes, I can say yes. Um, hmm. Hmm. Gleam, with fans blog coming back, yay! Does he plan on posting more? Maybe. Honestly, the main reason that fan hasn't posted more, so I've heard, is just that things are so busy. Things have picked up so much in terms of production. Fans blog used to be a great way of like, okay, we make an episode once every year, or twice a year, or once every 2 years. So it's like, okay, we gotta get some of these creative juices flowing. Here's some blog posts we'll put out there. But now we just make stuff all the time. So I feel like there isn't as much need for it, and also just not as much mental energy for it. But I love doing it. It's a great lever to pull. I figure this is a special time, so got to bring it back. Imaginations asks, once all the parts have been released, will you compile them into one feature-length video? Absolutely. I think the main question is just when will we want to do that? How soon after the final act releases, whatever that act is. Um, we'll see. We'll see, but it definitely will happen. I know some people, someone asked me, they were like, "Oh, can I put them all together into a video?" And I was like, "No, we'll be doing that." And they were like, "Yeah, but can I help though?" And I was like, "Help? It's ours. You're gonna put them all on the timeline for us? Thank you." I don't know. It was funny. Um, um, Spark Russell. I'm guessing Mifune is the main character, but Suitcase plays a part. Just Suitcase, where's Knife in your prediction? Um, Look, all I'll say is this: I think the final 2 needed to be important to the story. I would hate for the movie to just be, oh well, there's the final 2 over there, but really, this is about Mifune and his trauma. Like, I don't know. I don't think that really would be right, and that was something I was very conscious of in going into the film and the process of creating it. Um, Chip Animation says, "Is this the end of Inanimate Sandy altogether?" I don't know. At the very least, it's the end of an era. I don't really know what comes next after this. Like I said, want to leave it all out on the field. Want to make it like as if this was the last thing I did or we did or anyone did. That would be like, that was good. That was good. That I feel fulfilled. Um. Hmm. Peace Possible 9, Brian, on the scale of 1 to 10, how scared should I be? Can we only go up to 10? Can we really only go up to 10? My gosh, people are asking such spoilery questions. Yeah, another person asked about it. It's a whole scale of 1 to 10. So limiting. Come on. You can be more scared than a 10. You've been more scared than a 10 before in your life. Or if you haven't, then I guess, well, I mean, I guess you haven't, because then your 10 is just the most scared you've been in your life. So I think what it'll be, obviously it'll have to be a 10, but you have to understand that like the 10 will be setting a new standard for what a 10 is to you, because it'll be scarier than anything that's ever happened to you before. No matter who you are, I don't care what you've experienced in your life. This will be the scariest thing ever in your whole life. The new number 1. Knox says, "How would you describe Meatpad and Taco's relationship / dynamic?" Yeah, I mean, I feel like the therapy comments are certainly well earned. Yeah, Meatpad is really trying to look out for her, give her everything she needs to succeed and better herself. And Taco is starting to listen. Taco is taking into account the fact that Meatpad is genuinely trying to help her, which she kind of feels like nobody else is doing. Not just feels like, I mean, like no one else is currently doing that for her right now. She really needs this person in her life, this role. So she shifted from like, oh, I'm going to like terrorize him and use him to accomplish my evil deeds to, oh yeah, no, I really need him. Like I am going to be very vulnerable in front of him. So yeah. Claim absolutely expected Toy Story for biggest influence. Well, I mean, yeah. Look, it's inanimate objects. Yeah, you and that Toy Story so real for that actually. Yeah, exactly. Look, I mean, I like what I like. That's it. That's it. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? There was a $9.99 super chat, but I don't think there was a question attached to it from Snickzy Doodles. Thank you very much for that. In any case, I see there was also another one. Hold on. I guess it'll only let me show it when I actually scroll to that part. Well, Thomas asked, will there be a Weird Al cameo? I'd love if we could have him. I don't know if we're big enough for that. At least not yet. Maybe. Maybe one day. Not in this film. Spark Rizzle, don't let the kids watch BoJack, Brian. Look, the kids are going to watch what they're going to watch. They watch Squid Game. All right? I'm seeing some love for Tick Tick Boom in the chat. That's great. Okay, good. Good. From Alexander Applesauce, $2 super chat. Will the Prime Shimmer have any screen time? You asked a spoilery question, but you gave money. Because it's a spoiler whether to confirm or deny this. All right, how about this? I will say that the Prime Shimmer, I'm not going to say if there will be any screen time, but the existence of the Prime Shimmer and the impact that they had on the show is relevant. It is not something that is forgotten in the film. Hopefully you can be satisfied with that answer. Yes, Tick Tick Boom. Yes. Passing. Why do you guys decide to make this episode so long? We just wanted to put a lot of filler in it, just a lot of filler. Filler. Oh dear, oh me, oh my. Nothing but filler. Because all that's really there is, we just need a final challenge. The rest of it is just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. BBC Pictures. I'm here because I actually predicted this film 5 years ago. You did? Wow. Was it just because you were like, there's no way they can wrap this up so quickly? It has to be a film. Or it seems like they're getting more ambitious and cinematic. I don't know. However you did. But however you did, good job. Hyphen asks, was MePhone 4 sitting in the supply closet in the trailer supposed to parallel MePhone 3GS in the Meeple closet in Season 2, Episode 13? I don't know if this counts as spoilers. The two scenes just look so similar. Yeah, I saw a good amount of people on Twitter pointing out this parallel. I mean, I think it's interesting. Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's an interesting connection. Maybe it suggests that the MePhones have a habit of being isolated somewhat. But I like the theory. I like the thought behind interpreting it that way. I think that's cool. I think that's interesting. Delango with the Weird Al. Yes, we all love Weird Al. It would be great. It'd be great to have that. There's so many Nicolay fans. What happened to Nicolay after season 1? There better be one. I saw there was the video on Twitter that was like, not Nicolay. It was like for the Simpsons edit. I was like, what? Wow. I don't know if it's just Nicolay is like the new memed character that everyone's decided that is the memed character. We're all going to be like, we love Nicolay. I feel like Nicolay's like popularity just shot up lately, and it's nice. It's nice. It's cool. It's refreshing. He's a really good dude in real life. I feel like he's kind of had a rough past couple of years, so I haven't gotten a chance to talk to him yet about this, but I feel like he'd be really happy about this as long as he takes it in the right way. Like if he finds out like, oh, this like kind of like a meme that is like sort of ironic, then he may be just slightly offended. From Amy, how does it feel to write an entire movie? Like, wow. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't know. It was wild. I did write a feature-length screenplay when I went to school at NYU. Not produced, obviously, but I just wrote one. So I had some level of experience doing it. So I at least knew, like, okay, I'll do my I do my outline. Well, I guess I have my pitch sheet where it's like a one pager, but then you have your outline, and then you actually write the screenplay. So I had some level of experience, and of course, I had experience of writing the show. But yeah, whole movie certainly helped to break it up a bit. But still, even when you're breaking it up, you have to keep in mind of like, okay, well, where is this going? This setup needs payoff. So you can't just be like, oh, I'm just focusing on Act One for now. Forget about what comes next. Like, no. Um, so yeah, it was certainly intimidating, but it helped to break things up. Now that I've done it, it's like, oh, maybe we just do. I would like to make more films. Movies are cool. I love movies. Movies are my favorite thing. I'm always happy when I get to go see a movie. I just got to go to the Coraline re-release, and I went to the Everything Everywhere All at Once re-release in theaters. Great. I love seeing great movies on the biggest screen possible. Yes. Coraline in 3D, as it should be. Everything Everywhere All at Once in IMAX, as it should be. We celebrate cinema. That's what we do. Laney, what is your opinion on Gravity Falls? Love Gravity Falls. It is so awesome. I mean, we put a dipper hat in Ran on Your Charade this season 2, so we love Gravity Falls. Yeah, I mean, I think for me that was perhaps arguably the first animated show that came out where I was like, see, this is the kind of animated show I've been wanting to see, where it's like a serialized show. It's like, yeah, it's like comedy based and accessible from the start, but like it gets super serialized. And not to say it was like the first one to do something like that, but like of that era, I feel like it kind of started at the very least for Disney TVA a golden age. But I think just in general, like you could say it carried over to Cartoon Network, and there was some on Nick too. Like it was just like really great animated series that came out around that time. And yeah, so I love Gravity Falls. I love seeing the resurgence for it. Yeah, I even made a joke at I think it was the Florida event, like when I was talking about writing the I finale movie, that forgive me if it's a little bit cursed, because I had this guy help me write it, and I took out my copy of the Book of Bill that I just purchased from Barnes and Noble there. So yeah, I love Gravity Falls. I saw some people Disney bounding as Dipper and Mabel while I was at Disneyland, and I was so excited. I yelled out, "Mabel and Dipper!" And they were like, "Oh!" So I was like, "Oh, Gravity Falls is so back! It's so back, y'all! It's so back." Oh, you forgot your question. No worries, Snixy Doodles. Sorry, forgot to ask. How big is Taco's plot gonna be? You know what? I feel comfortable answering this question, at least to an extent. Taco will definitely get a decent amount of focus. I don't think anyone would walk away saying, "Oh, she was the main character of the movie," but I don't think anyone will be disappointed by her role, or at least I hope not. It certainly isn't like it's not like Truth or Flare where it's like, oh, well, she was the main character. But I don't think anyone's expecting that. I think, Truth or Flare was meant to be like her big showcase episode. But there is definitely still more to tell with Taco's story that we will have to go through in the movie. So keep that in mind. Artful Deluxe. Will one of the guest stars play a main character we know of, or someone entirely new? So this is referring to, I did mention we have two guests that I was very excited about being able to bring on into the film. We certainly have more than just two guests. I just meant two guests. When I was making that post, it was two guests that I just have like really admired their work for a while, and like knew of them previously. So when it comes to those two guests that I was specifically referring to, no, they do not play a main character we know of. Well, I guess it depends on your definition of Uh, I think I would say no. I think I would say no. Not someone entirely new. Arguably someone entirely new. But not really a main character you know of. You'll understand when you see them. Oh, I'm just getting to one. I was sorry, that could have been calmer. Yeah. There we go. You guys plan to make a remake of I Season 1 so it's on par with the quality of the rest of the seasons? If not, why? From Red Leader. I don't know, I just feel like that's kind of a waste of time. I think we would rather just do more instead of trying to remake, because I don't think the only things holding that season back are, oh, if only it just looked a little better. I guess if it's like, oh, well, let's remake it and just new animation, new writing, new everything. Like, I guess we could do that. I mean, that's an idea. But like, I don't think, I personally don't really have interest in just doing like, well, let's upgrade the animation and leave it at that. Like, if we want to do like a fully kind of sort of AU, but like say it's recanonized version of like, this is actually season 1 now. Forget the other. That was proto season 1. That's kind of interesting, honestly. Oh, yeah, let's put a pin in that. I don't know. We've talked about it. Things have been considered. Everything is considered. We're not stupid. We talk. From Fluff Powder. How much insanity is in the inanimate in the movie? So much insanity, y'all. Just like so much. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So much insanity inanimate. Wow. Dizzy, I have an important question. Is light bulb okay? She hasn't seen with the other bright lights. It's a good question. I unfortunately cannot answer it. I cannot answer your question. You shouldn't have asked a question. That's a spoiler. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I feel like I answered this already from Lacey, but so Brian, be a pal and tell me if paper will have more voice lines or screen time. Yes, more voice lines, and yes, more screen time. There you go. Olivia asking, will Knife and Suitcase be in the finale? You should know this already, Olivia. Because you're working on it. Maybe. Roblox, I'm not going to lie. You honestly inspire me to keep taking writing classes. Oh, that's awesome. That really means a lot. Thank you for saying that. I don't know what writing classes you're taking, if it's like more like essay writing or just like novel writing or screenwriting, whatever it is. That's really, really cool. Yeah, I love writing classes. Screenwriting classes were definitely among my favorites I ever took in NYU or just otherwise, just in general. It was just absolutely wonderful to take screenwriting. I loved it. I learned so much about structure. And I think just in general in film class, something I really learned was, yeah, the show not tell of it all, of like visual storytelling. Because I definitely am a dialogue driven guy. I'm sure you all know that by now. But so I had to resist my impulses at a point, because I was definitely, and in my non-screenwriting classes, which I was like, oh, I have to take classes other than screenwriting. Okay. It would be like, oh, make these films, but you're not going to be able to use dialogue for a while. These are just going to be image-based or like silent, or you use music. And I was like, what? I don't have dialogues. These are shackles. How am I supposed to tell the story with just the images on the screen? Just those measly images. The medium of film, or at least half the medium of film. You don't want to neglect half of your medium. You don't want to neglect it. That's all I'm saying. Leaf share. Yeah, I'm literally so excited. The finale is honestly going to be the end of me. You see that duality there? That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. BBC Pictures. Brian, what's the name of the acts in the movie, and how many acts will there be? Cannot say how many acts there will be, but I will say that the acts have their own names. The first act begins with the word the. Begins with the word the. You've asked this question several times from J.A. Will you guys explain the style change from II to III back to II? I mean, I think each season has its own distinctive art style. I know we've made some meta jokes about the way that the art style has changed before. So you could maybe expect something else on the level of that, or maybe something else. Who's to say? I think there certainly will be, at least you can expect an acknowledgement of the idea of different styles within the universe of Inanimate Insanity, if not necessarily addressing season 3 and its art style in any direct way. Chip Animations, will there be another BFDIX Inanimate Insanity meetup next year? I don't really know. I don't know. Maybe. Would y'all want that? from TGA. When was the last time you checked the Inanimate Discord server? Everyone's been preparing for Objectgeddon. Yeah, that reminds me of something else I was going to say in the Gravity Falls response, which is that people were like, this feels like what Weird Mageddon was for Gravity Falls, where it's like an event where you just had to be there. And that really is an honor, because I remember being there for Weird Mageddon. It was amazing. I remember changing my Twitter name to be like every letter was 3 letters back. So I was like Dermson Bukul or something. And I changed it all up. I was so into it. I probably listened to that Bill Cipher-ified Gravity Falls intro 200 times on loop in one sitting while I was doing work in the library one time. It was quite a time. So I hope that this also like lets you feel that. And in a similar way, since it's not just a movie they'll be releasing all at once, that it'll get to be like this sustained period of excitement and anticipation and speculation, theory making. We love our theories, our fan theories. Lanny, in the cover of the trailer, why was everybody shocked and light bulb pointing? We can't say that. They were shocked and pointing because they were like, what? There's this text that says movie in the corner of the frame? What is this text? And a movie? That sounds difficult. Who's going to make it? Do we have a budget? Amelia, will the movie be in the cinema? LOL, I want to show off my phone case. Listen, if you could put in a good word for us, play it in the cinema. Go talk to the person that runs the cinema. Say, hey, I got a movie for you. Ross asked for this. Okay. I love Hello Kitty. That is why I had it as my wallpaper, all right? It wasn't just a fluke that was in my photos. I just had to play it off with what have you done? I love Hello Kitty. What do you want? I can love that kind of stuff too. Don't put me in a box. I'm already dead. Isn't that enough? I don't need to be dead in a box. Most people who are dead are in boxes. Not me. I'm a boxless dead guy. That's me, dead without a box. Look at you, you're probably going to be dead in a box. Looking forward to it. Maybe I could have something to do with it. Okay. What else? Christine B. Hi, just please, Brian, just please don't kill off me phone 4. I don't really take any begging or pleading. I make no promises. Justin Bieber sent his return in this movie already be satisfied. I don't think those are coming back. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. But I'm glad they are remembered so fondly in your heart. Hmm. Alien friend. Do you know who would most likely win? What? You think I'm going to answer this question? Nelly and friends. Do you think I'm going to answer this question next? Lowercase fiery. How long has this brewing in your How long has this been brewing in your brain, bro? Great question. For as long as I can remember. Well, no, not as long as I can remember. Since 2013, since we started the season. One could make an argument before, but like, yeah, let's say 2013. I remember being in Disney World in 2013, thinking about, yeah. And then Suitcase and Knife are in the finale, and then this happens. Yeah. Can't wait to make this in 2 years. Took a little bit longer than that. It took a little bit longer than that. It took a little bit longer than that. A little bit longer than that. Okay. Jordan Animates, $1.99 super chat. Thank you. Hi, I have a question. Does Balloon get lines? Yeah, I feel comfortable saying yes. Balloon does get lines. Roxy, I've genuinely never been so excited for something in my life. As someone who's been an II fan for over 10 years, I'm so hyped. Wow, over 10 years. Thank you so much for sticking with us for so long. That really means the world. No, and I love that. I mean, look, that's me when a new Toy Story movie is coming out, right? I'm just like, yep, I can't be more excited for anything else ever. This is just the peak for me. This is just the best. This is cream of the crop. So I'm glad we're able to deliver something like that for you. That really is wonderful. That's so, so good. Well, Nelly and Friends asked if I could do my voices. This Nelly and Friends, this I can do for you. I can do. This is Fan talking to you, Nelly and Friends, and this is me from Forest talking to both Nelly and Friends. This is Starfruit here, coming to you live from the Spoiled Lemon concert. All I want to do is my voice because it's the best. Ballpoint Pen is here as well to give a review of everyone's performance. Not too shabby, if I may say so myself. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to do this for too much longer. Mary Girl 716. This is truly going to be one of the biggest OC moments in history. I seriously can't wait. I hope you think so. Cheesebot. Brian, I have school tomorrow, but I'm going to watch this because I have priorities. Okay, well, make sure you go to school. Make sure you get some sleep so you can go to school. This will be here when you get back. I promise. Okay. Jackson is not me. Please highlight this question. Why do you love Inside Out 2? Great question. I was just watching it again today for the first time on digital because I went to see it in theaters 5 times. My new record for how many times I've seen a movie in theaters, previously held by Toy Story 4 at 4 times. So yeah, that's how much I loved Inside Out 2. Is my favorite non-Toy Story movie. So that's not just what, not just my favorite non-Toy Story Pixar movie. My favorite non-Toy Story movie. Full stop. Period. Exclamation point. Emphatic period. Little Palm Springs reference. Yeah, Inside Out 2 I think is absolutely incredible. You can look on my channel for an extended live stream that I did with my buddy Justin Chapman, voice of Knife from the movie. So if you want more thoughts on it, but in short, I would just say I think it's absolutely incredible that there is this movie that's just kind of this contained little think piece on what it's like for a little girl to go through puberty. She's like in this little summer camp, so it's just contained to these like couple of days where she's in kind of this very specific time in her life. Feels like it's coming of age. It feels like it's just like a nice personal portrait, but with the heightened addition of these animated expressions of her feelings. And I just love that. I think that's just the magic of film right there, that we can cut from an image of, hey, here are these kids sitting down in a school, chatting it up, being casual, to, hey, here are a bunch of colorful cartoons riding a piece of broccoli on a river. And you can do that, and you could cut back and forth between that, and it'll make sense. And the audience will be like, yep. And they won't even like think about how absurd that is. Because that's just what the power of cinema can do, baby. You can be like, yep, these images go together based on the context we've established, the rules, laws of nature of this universe. This is where we're at. And you'll be like, okay, yep. I'm like, that's not even shocking. Like, it totally makes sense. I just think that's amazing. There are so many reasons I love it. I think it's hilarious. I think it's heart-wrenching. Absolutely watch it if you haven't seen it already. I adore it so, so much. And Maya Hawke should win president. She should win president of America for her performance as Anxiety. That's a new thing I decided that you can do now because her role as Anxiety, her performance was just that good. So she will be winning president of the universe, actually, I decided. KY999 donated $9.99. Thank you. Will test tube and microphone ever talk again? Wow, that's a great question. Someone's interested in their dynamic ever since hatching the plan. I don't think that's something that's really going to come up because it's not really kind of one of the main things. But I love that you're still interested in that. I think that's really cool. I would love to see if you had, like, your thoughts of how you would want that to go. But that's super interesting. Yeah, no, that's a question I definitely have not seen before, so I appreciate you asking it. CNT Coiny, give us a hint why test tube has the energy detector in the trailer. Hmm. She's looking. She's looking. That's all I can say. I'm sorry. B-Man. Brian, school starts tomorrow. Why are you streaming now? Because it's the last day of summer, and that's my brand. Haven't you seen the most viewed video on my channel? Finishing for last day of summer, the genius of that ending. There you go. Okay, I won't be doing this too much longer, so make sure you get your questions in like now. If you really want to ask something, I'm just seeing a bunch of duplicates at this point. Okay, Fiery, is this going to be the most soul-crushing, heartbreaking, completely devastating episode of I ever? No, it's going to be the most soul-crushing, heartbreaking, completely devastating movie of I ever, because it's a movie. It's not just an episode. But if it was an episode, yes, it would be the most soul-crushing, heartbreaking, completely devastating episode of I ever. Though, in fairness, I have to say, it's not even close. Like, it's not even close. It's not even close. Oh, wow. It's not even close. Look at how not far it is. Oh, wait, no, it is far because it's not even close. Oh, you tricked me a little bit. I got a little turned around. I'm not the best at directions, but now I understand it's not even close. Dropping on Spotify soon. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. TJ, what do you think of the object cameos in season 2, episode 4 and 10? Yeah, so this was like the judges appearing in the pizza making contest and in the Spoiled Lemon concert audience. With these appearing, would you say Object Overload, Object Mayhem, the Object Drum movie, let alone BFDI, or canon in the series? Yeah, I would kindly say don't think too hard about that. You can say that means they're canon. I don't think then it suddenly is like, whoa, wait, well, then they're canon, and this opens up a whole can of worms. I think we all like being in our self-contained universes and occasionally just having fun of like, well, then they cross over, they do this little short or whatever. Um, because we want everyone to be able to enjoy all of these on their own terms. But the little cameos and little touches like that are fun. They're just fun. I like them. So many spoiler questions. Waffly do not about the movie, but what made you guys decide that when Fan's egg would hatch, it would still mostly reside inside the eggshell? I think that just came from this idea of, well, we want the aliens to still feel somewhat object-like, so it doesn't feel completely out of place within our show. But also, they do need to have this otherworldly quality that makes them feel alien. Otherwise, then, well, what's the point of doing aliens? And you just shouldn't do aliens. So I think that's how it was like this compromise of like, okay, yeah, it has this outer shell, but there's also this light-based, floaty, organic energy vibe to it that, yeah, just makes it distinct. Hopefully that answers your question. Someone finally paid for it. Ashy Coconut, $4.99. Will we see more between Bo, Marshmallow, and Apple again, or were their arcs concluded in episode 11? No mention of Doe, huh? What about Doe's story? What about Doe's arc? Look, I think to confirm or deny this would be a spoiler, unfortunately. That being said, I will say there is a reason that we haven't shown them for all this time. We haven't gone back. We did technically get that one off-screen line from Bo in Invitational 8 at the end of Out of Body Experience. Not interested. But we have not shown any of them on screen in a very long time. So, you could take that in a number of ways, but I'll just say we did not want to show them again after where we got to in episode 11 for a specific reason. And yeah, for now, I'll leave it at that. I could probably talk more about this after the movie comes out. Yeah. Roll the dice. Inanimate Insanity has changed my life. I'm not kidding. It means a lot, y'all. I mean, thank you for saying that, roll the dice. I mean, that's how I feel about the media. That really means a lot to me. Yarn says, not necessarily about the movie, but what was Taco going to say before Mike interrupted her in episode 14? I assume you're talking about the part in the end, like right before is that what you said to Pickle? I was like, I think Taco was going to say something like, finally, we can finally, win and move forward in this competition together. And, something like that, something along those lines, a declaration of, their collaboration, their teamwork, as she saw it, even though Taco just totally went rogue. Yeah. Sparkles says, Brian, you need to hear this. Brian, one of the questions you answered came from my neighbor who has the same username, like the person who lives near me. I didn't know they were a fan. What? You have a neighbor that has the same username as you? I'm so confused. Okay. Brandon keeps saying, Brian, please don't kill off Pepper. I can make no promises. I know there was the talks of that in season 1. I think that's why this person is honing in on Pepper. Oh, Thomas, what movie of the classic dance party endings set to popular trending music? I love that trope. I love that. Thank you for that question, because that's really that is really funny. I mean, hopefully you're satisfied with the ending. I won't necessarily say how close it is to that type of ending, but it's fun. And look, I mean, I think the Shrek 2, Live in La Vida Loga, is probably the magnum opus of that kind of ending. Would we all agree with that? Is there another dance party ending that we feel like is better? I know I'm a Believer is also really great. I think Shrek has the two best. And I'm a Believer at the end of Forever After is also really fun. It's a nice curtain call for the whole series. But yeah, I think that's good. I'm bad at the end of Megamind. It's fun. I don't think it's as earned as the rest. It feels more appropriate for Shrek than it does for Megamind, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Are there any better dance party endings for animated movies? I'm not talking about live action. Forget about that. That broadens it way too much. No. Okay, Brian, is Meatpad inflecting the need to help Taco because Meatpad couldn't really do much for Marshmallow? Well, Meatpad was at a different point in his existence when the Marshmallow situation came up because he wasn't really willing to budge on the rules at that time. But for Marshmallow was the first time that he did. He let Marshmallow venture outside the parameters of the game after at first trying to enforce them. So that was a big step. So he did do a lot for her by doing that. That's all she really needed him to do. So, yeah, that's how I would answer that question. From Western, 199 Super Chat. Is Evil Paper going to be relevant? And can you say hi, Nami? Hi, Nami! Great question. So this is about Evil Paper from season 1 of Inanimate Insanity. I don't know if I could go so far as to say relevant and not in Act 1, but there may be a brief mention of Evil Paper. Maybe. I don't want to get your hopes any higher than that. Just a mere mention. Hopefully that excites you. Okay. Going to be starting to wrap it up. Let's see what other questions were left. Lisa XR, why was Suitcase a knife in the air balloon? I'm not resting. I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to answer that. Delaney says, Brian, check your super chats. I'm going in order. I don't think I've missed any. Have I missed any? Check the super chats. Yeah. I'm going through. Cheekers, Brian, will we make something with actual visual intrigue, or is everyone going to stand around again? Dang, I got roasted. I got roasted by Jeekers here. Yeah, look, I mean, Truth or Flare definitely has a lot of standing around on platforms. And I was worried that people would be like, oh my God, it's a standing around on platforms thing. And it's interesting because, like, I wrote that a few years back now. So I honestly, I don't know if I would have written the episode in quite that way if I were to do it now. But I'm very proud of it. And I think of what's released so far, it's my favorite episode that we've done. I just think it's about to be immediately usurped by the finale, but I love it. I think it's great. I don't think, I think there's absolutely a place in film and TV for there to be storylines that don't do crazy amounts of like actually like kind of are contained to a place. I'm not gonna say I have blocking on the level of 12 Angry Men, but it is still like a bunch of conversations in a room, you know, and I love that. I think people will recognize that as one of the best films ever. Certainly, the blocking and choreography is not, I would need to really plot stuff out for it to be on that level. But so I'm just saying, I think there should be a place for that kind of storytelling. But that's funny. I like this. I like this comment. Thank you. Um, Pink, the Sylveon Mike gonna speak. Yeah, she'll speak. You'll hear her. Haha, get it? Get it? Do you get it? Do you get my joke? Does everybody get my joke? Oh dear, maybe I do need to turn on slow mode for these. 'Cause so many duplicates are here. Okay, someone said, someone named Riptide. We were told we might have the relative/parents of Cabby revealed in I-16. Is this real? I think what had been said by me in the past is that we maybe would answer this question at some point. Doesn't necessarily mean in the show or in the movie or in anything. We just may talk about it at a certain point in time. It will definitely happen. Yeah. Cybernix. If you can answer, do you plan on tying season 3 into season 2 better in the finale, or is that a later plot point? Since what was hinted at in the latest episode left a lot of questions. I mean, I would say at the events when people would ask, like, it doesn't really seem to make sense. Was the existence of Invitational when it comes to season 2? I would just say, stay tuned, and you will understand it. It will make sense soon. Yeah, what should I eat while watching the movie? That is up to you, my friend. You eat whatever you enjoy. I mean, popcorn is obviously the classic movie enjoying snack, but you can get some pasta, get some boneless wings, some French fries. I don't know what you like. Whatever makes you the happiest, eat that. But also not something distracting or loud. Nothing that loud. I know popcorn is kind of loud, but popcorn is classic. Popcorn gets a pass. We call it the popcorn pass. Right. Knife and Suitcase will become closer? Question mark, question mark. Either that or further apart. Either that or further apart. Who's to say? Okay. Lowercase fiery. What if he just didn't hurt anyone in the finale at all? That wouldn't be a pretty faithful adaptation of the Inanimate Sandy series, now would it? Come on. That's crazy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh my goodness, they're all saying, read the super chats. Was this about, when there was the question about the Purgatory Squad, probably. Okay, Amy. Hi, Brian. How do you feel knowing you're the main writer for an entire movie, and do you have any tips for any aspiring show creators? It feels amazing. It feels like they shouldn't have let me do it. They shouldn't have let me have the keys. I took the car. I'm driving at full speed. They're like, hey, we need that back. I'm like, too late. Too late. You should have thought about that. Here's what I did. Tips for aspiring show creators. Just start. It is not going to be perfect out of the gate, but you need to make something. You need to put something out there, and then you will learn, and then you will get better and better. And if there is something that you feel like you can't do, You can look to learn it because there are so many resources available online where you can teach yourself things. Just type in, Jaden Animation just put out this video, like how to learn to animate. She just looked up how to animate and she found like tutorials. But if you're like, I am interested in animation, but I don't think I can animate or I don't want to animate, you don't have to. You don't have to do that. You can just, find someone else who loves animating, is passionate about it, and is good at it, and team up with that person. And then you do whatever part you're good at. Or if you're more an animator but you don't like writing, then find someone who likes writing. Do the parts that you are good at. At work recently, there was this thing, it was called the strength test. I think it was the Clifton Strengths Test. And essentially it was rating, based on like, oh, like here are your skills when it comes to collaboration. Here are your skills when it comes to individuality. Here are your skills when it comes to, all these different categories, whatever they were. It doesn't matter. The point is, what I thought it was going towards was, okay, well, you're really good at this. Here's where you need to get better on these. But no, actually, the point of the test was to say, look, you're really great in this area out of the 4 areas. So here's what you can do using where you are strong in order to like further accentuate these strengths and continue to succeed and really just kind of like bolster yourself there, because this is your best foot forward. And you should really just lean in on these and like zoom in on these, and then you're going to be great. So I was like, oh, wow, that's super interesting. I thought it would just be them saying like, no, well, you're good at that, but now you got to be good at this. No. Use what you're good at. Use that. Help that, give yourself your best shot. In the same way I'd heard before about like when it came to like spec scripts of like, oh, like, should I write a comedy or drama? It's like, well, are you funny? If you're funny, write something that is funny. Like, don't like let yourself not have the chance to show your chops. He says, Brian, you're actually one of my favorite writers ever. I love the writing in II, Inanimate and Santa Speak. I love Inanimate and Santa. Oh, Inanimate and Santa Peak. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I love that too. Well, Inanimate and Santa Speak, I think, is also great. That is that is the language I write II in. But yeah, thank you so much for saying that. That is very, very nice. I love being able to go up to. I got to this summer go to like Phineas and Ferb, some of the creators and some of the writers, and just like compliment them, and it's just the best thing ever. I love shouting out the writers. They rock. Kim Robertson again, Traffic Cam Caper. So many amazing episodes on Phineas and Ferb. Oh my gosh. Yes. Then we have another question from I Have No Soul. I really want to know, will there be Mifon Forest lore? At least you could say is no. I'm freaking terrified. Okay. Mifon Forest lore. That's interesting. Yeah, I can't really say one way or the other. I can't confirm or deny. But, Mifon Forest, obviously, his sacrifice was felt. It is not forgotten. It was addressed. And also, we literally saw him. We saw him, or, a manifestation of him in the Invitational finale. So clearly he is not forgotten. From fan, it would be so cool to do in-person screenings to the full movie. If you guys have the chance, it would be so awesome. I mean, if the episodes are going to be so crazy, imagine everyone's reaction to IRL, LOL. I mean, we'd love to do that. We really can't promise anything at this point. I don't know if we're going to be able to finish it in time that we would be able to do that. I don't know. I don't know. I would love to do that. It would be the dream. I don't know if it would be accessible to the public either. Maybe it would just be something for the crew. I don't know. I'd love to then just do the stuff. Hi, Jazzy. Yes, it's Brian's stream. It's a special week. It's a special week. From Gleam. For a friendo, they have me at gunpoint. Brian, help me. Can you say hi, Florence? Hi, Florence. Or hi, Florence. There, I covered you one way or the other. You're all good. Let them go. Okay. Lemstock, what's the character that will come back that you missed the most? Ooh, tricky way of asking a spoiler question. Honestly, I mean, I know they were in the previous episode, but I just love writing Suitcase and Knife. I love being able to actually write them as the central duo finally, because I've seen them as the duo for so long. We haven't really been able to fully lean into that. And now's the time. Now is the time, finally, to actually go forward with that. And that is really, really exciting. Value emotions. What will be the last word of the first part of the finale? I think it's you. Yeah, I think it's you. Um, hmm. I know you asked this so many times. Time 11, will Bo appear? Can she appear pretty please? I can't say one way or the other. I know I talked about that stuff before, but again, and to reiterate what I said before about the Purgatory Mansion group, there is a reason that we haven't been seeing them for a while. That's all that I can say for now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Gateism, from 1 to 10, how much of a chance do you think Nickel has to be reconciling with Suitcase? Also, don't really want to reveal one way or the other. That's tough. Yeah, it's a whole can of worms. Meg Skinner, hi Brian. It's really nice to talk with you. What's your favorite season to work on? You can explain why if you want. Well, season 1 started it all, so I have to give a shout out there. Season 3, I think we were able to learn a lot from just being able to just make the show so consistently and make it at a high level of quality. And it was also the first time that we were able to write individual scripts where it's just you have ownership of the script. And that is something that we adopted for when we came back for season 2, where I was just, I had technically written Truth or Flare before that, but just writing the rest of this season. Yeah. But season 2, I mean, I think has to be my favorite just because to me it's the defining moment. Like starting with Kick the Bucket, I'm like, yep, this is Inanimate Insanity at its peak. This is Inanimate Insanity at like the ideal version of what I would dream for it to be. This dramedy about reality show contestants facing reality. So for me, it's my favorite to work on. But I have loved working on all of them, quite honestly. Cosmorids. Taco becoming attached to the person she planned to use for her own gain. Unbelievable. Yeah, I don't think she would have believed it either. Frizzle. Brian, what if I called you Brian Conch instead of Brian Koch? That's funny because in senior year of high school, everyone had to change their Facebook names. Well, not had to, but like it was sort of the thing of like, oh, so then colleges won't find us when they try to search us up. Then they'll see anything bad. Not like I had anything bad on my page or anything. Anyway, I did like the Magic Conch shell or the Magic Koch shell or something. I think actually, as like a riff on obviously the Magic Conch episode, SpongeBob Club of SpongeBob, classic episode. So you can do that if you want. Pass. When I-16 Act 1 comes out, how loud should I scream? Very loud, as long as you're okay with that. There's the Oliver. Brian, if there's ever a Weird Al cameo, I beg you to have me on that episode. Okay, noted. I really don't know if there will be that. But sure, noted. From Delango, answer me this. Will my baby girl bomb get to talk? That's a spoiler, Delango. That's a spoiler. I'll say this. Bomb gets more to do than he's gotten to do in a long, long time. Now, don't go expecting too much from that, but he does get more to do. Does get more to do. Leafster XR. Bojack inspiration is enough for me to know I'm going to intensely sob and scream. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Hmm. Oh my goodness. MX $49. I don't even know how much money that actually is, but from Trusted Yakult, thank you. Does Cabby have an appearance that's mentioned in the movie? I'm not going to comment one way or another about if Inanimate Insanity invitational characters have an appearance in the film. All I will say is that we will address the weirdness on, wait, did season 3 happen in a day or half a day or what? Does make sense. There will be clarity when it comes to that. That's all that I can say when it comes to this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Someone named Riptide. Someone said they think that the song at the end of BoJack Horseman, one of the inspirations for II that I listed, yes, was related to Me Phone. Do you think it does? The song is Mr. Blue by Catherine Feeney. Ah, great song. Very perceptive. Look, I mean, I will. I gotta give it to you. Not quite, but you're pretty close. You're pretty close. When it comes to, you're pretty close. I'll say that. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Gleam, $5. Thank you. Only 290 napkins at the party. Wonder if this is why someone possibly dies. Paper couldn't handle the stress. Yeah, so Fan updated his blog for the first time in a while, inviting everyone to join for the Hotel OJ party this Saturday. And of course, II season finales have a tradition to go a little bit wrong. So he's expecting that to happen. But thankfully, don't worry, we're already past the point where we would have had an issue, because we were meant to get 300 napkins for the party, but Paper only received 290, just for anyone who missed it. So oh, I clicked this one by accident, but I guess I'll read it. I don't even know what it is. Mick Skinner, will there be more musical numbers from characters like Steve Cos, for example? I mean, I know we said that we would want to do more songs, so maybe we'll get some more songs. Can't really commit at this point. I don't know if it's in the movie or what, or this or that, or I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, the chat is literally going so fast, it just like changes like what is on screen. Oh, no question attached here, but thank you, Ray, for the $1.32 donation. That's very nice. I would rent a movie theater on September 7th just to watch Act 1 of the iMovie. /J. Why /J? Commit to it. Come on. Peak Boss 109. Brian, do you like Steven Universe? Tell me your fave jam. Also, would Fan love Steven Universe? Fan, of course, would love Steven Universe because I love Steven Universe, and Fan is nothing but an extension of myself. No, he's more than that. But yeah, I love Steven Universe. I literally am looking right now at a poster that I got signed from Rebecca Sugar. She drew Pearl for me. She signed it on stream. It was one of the best moments of my life. I adore Steven Universe. I want more because they want to make more. If they said, hey, that's the end of the story, I'd be like, respect it. Done. Finito. But they want to make more. So let's get some more. Let's get some more Steven Universe. We all want more Steven Universe, right? Don't we want more Steven Universe? Let's get more Steven Universe. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Okay. Hey, your average noob, what's your opinion on Adventure Time? Adventure Time is great. I really loved Fiona and Cake. I thought Fiona and Cake was awesome. I was just listening to Part of the Madness earlier today. It's fantastic. I think that's my favorite thing to come out of Adventure Time. That whole little miniseries. I'm glad that. Well, I guess it's not a miniseries because getting a season 2. Great. I mean, like I think it could have definitely worked as a miniseries. It felt self-contained, but I'll be really curious to see what they do for season 2. I will be watching, as the kids say. I will be watching. Nope, I already had answered that. I meant to click on this. No, I didn't mean to click on that. Okay, fine. Like, but what happened to the talking trees of season 1, episode 2? I don't know. They left. They left. They're done. They were like, that's all for us. We said our piece. I have no soul for $4.99. I really want to ask you this question for a long time. Me Phone for Us is inspired by Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. Yes, most specifically, the Terminator films. Although, technically more than just those, because he does have his famous line of "Put that cookie down now." I don't want to do it too loud because it's really late at night. But that is from Jingle All the Way. So it was not a Terminator film, as you may have noticed. So yeah, so it is technically not just Terminator films that are an influence for Me Phone 4S. We also include Jingle All the Way, the Christmas classic, film, a classic film, tale as old as time. Okay. What else? Yeah, we are gonna be wrapping it up. Theories about Me Phone 4 being lost to consumer egg. Thoughts on this? Understand you can't confirm or deny for spoiler reasons. Yeah, I mean, theories are all very creative. I think someone sent me one of these the other day. They're super creative. Yeah, I mean, I can't really say one way or the other than just I am consistently impressed by what the fandom is able to put out there. I think that's really really awesome. What else? Like, will this be in cinema like in other countries too? I don't even know if it's in cinemas anywhere. I don't know. It'll be on YouTube. Not much I know. It'll be on YouTube everywhere. Ronaldo Hernandez, $5. Thank you. How many parts of the finale will there be? Also, I hate my dress up darling and Jujutsu Kaisen with a burning passion. Glad that JJK is ending. Well, I don't know what any of the second half of that meant. But as for how many parts of the finale will there be, I cannot say. I had said I could not say. Thank you for the donation, but I cannot say. I'm trying to think if I can give you anything else other than that. There will be enough parts to give you a very compelling story. Yeah. Yeah, Mass. Why I was bad. Why I was bad. Why I was bad. I don't know. I think we just want to make a bad show. I think everyone just was like, let's all get together and make a bad, 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 bad show. But thank you so much for the question. Next time, ask it as a super chat, so then I get money when you ask me when the show was bad. Why was the show bad? From Paintbrush. Hey, Paintbrush, thank you for the $1.99 donation. Will FanTube be canon in the movie? Can you say hi, V, or hi, Vi? Hi, V, hi, Vi. Yay. I already said. How many times do I have to say it? Fan and test tube. They're like, they made bot together. They hang out all the time. They're each other's people. Come on. Jay Trapster is back. What about Bo? She's my favorite. Thank you for the $4.99 donation. But again, I have already told y'all. I can't say more about the Purgatory Squad. All I can say is that there's a reason we haven't shown them again for so long. That's all I can say. I said this. Gluga, will there be a cliffhanger? Will it be evil? Of course we're going to be evil. I won't say if necessarily there's a cliffhanger, but, you know, it's a part one, so there probably is going to be a cliffhanger, and there probably will be one that will entice you to come back. Will be evil? Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say it's evil. I don't know, but I feel like that's what cliffhangers are. I mean, what cliffhangers aren't evil? Because it's like, hey, you got to come back and watch the rest. You won't get to see it now. That's inherently evil. That is inherently evil. Scary Larry. I love that name. What will come after the show ends? Will Animation Epic make a new show or simply make another season? I feel like you guys have put a lot of work into this, and I'm intrigued on what you plan to do. Yeah, I don't really know. Like I said before, I think it's at the very least, it's the end of an era. So I don't know what then comes next, but hopefully it'll be something where we take, well, ideally it's something where we're able to take all the lessons of what we've learned and we'll just apply them. We'll apply them. Okay. I'm going to start just going through the super chats here because it's getting late and I've got work in the morning. It's too late to ask a question. It's too late. Let's see. Unless you want to throw in a super chat now, this is your last chance. Tori 199, thank you, Tori. Is there a chance of a candle plush? Yeah, I think I saw you saying about being the wife of Candle or something like that. That's awesome. Yeah, I think there's definitely a chance of that. There was a really great fan made one, honestly, that I got for D. That really scares their dog. They had made a really funny video of it, like them just like showing it to their dog, and their dog like runs away. But yeah, I feel like, would you all want a candle plush? I feel like a candle would be a really good plush. I would want a candle plush. Leaf B, $2. Thank you. And the trailer trophy and knife better be making up. Okay. Is that what you want? Okay, maybe you think that's what you want. Imaginations, $2. Thank you. How does Fan feel now that he's gone to a party? I loved this. I loved that so much. When someone pointed that out, because I did not think about that, but that is really cool. That yeah, he's finally gone to a party. He's living out his spoiled lemon dreams, and now yeah, he can tell everyone about the rich metaphors of that song while he's at said party. Because what else would he be doing there? Come on. Oh, from Peg Gator Gal, $2. Thank you. Hey, it's Kat. Any suggestions for my Coraline AU? Yes. So you drew. I think it was with Bot, right? In the Coraline AU. I love that. Gee. What suggestions would I have? Yeah, and then it would Fan and Test Tube as like the parents. I'm trying to think. I don't know if you've casted everyone yet. Would Goo be YB? I guess maybe someone else is. I mean, I said Goo because Bot and Goo are buds, but like YB is it? Maybe Cabby would be interesting, just from the perspective of like, I know that's not really like typecasting, but from the perspective of like, oh, Bot isn't really friends at first, but then comes to see the value of that. Could be a cool like 8D chess play. All right, I like this from Mem. Can you ramble as Fan being mad that the TV isn't turning on? I'm trying to turn on the television, but I seem to have misplaced the remote. So I went up to the TV as they did in the old-fashioned days to hit the power button on the monitor. But the monitor, they're so thin now, and I'm gonna have to shine a phone light to see if I can find where this button is. Well, I just want, hey, TV on. You see, there's no voice activation mode either. I just figured, a little throw it out there, see what happens. Okay, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick it up and start shaking it and see what happens. Okay, it's not happening. All right, I'm going through a little bit of withdrawal right now, because yeah, my phone, the internet is not working, so I'm going back to TV when I used to watch TV, and I really need to watch TV right now. Oh my goodness! Oh, I can't find the remote anywhere. Where is the remote? I can't even find the remote. Where is the remote? Oh, it's right there. Oh, it's right there. Oh, it's right there. Okay, we're good. Yeah, move along. Great. Thank you for that question. That was fun. $4.99 Western. Thank you. Since Paper is going to get lines, is he and Evil Paper going to be a major role? Is OJ going to be as well? I wouldn't bet the farm on there being a major role for Paper, and certainly not for Evil Paper. OJ will be in it too. OJ and Paper will both be in it. And they will get screen time together, even. That's right. They will. Okay, I'll answer this from Light, because Light's an OG. Will you ever do another live stream on the main Animation Epic channel with special guests, etc., or is it too difficult to schedule now? I missed them, lol. Yeah, I think we did it for, what, like, Theft and Battery, and Hatching the Bland, kind of, we did, because we did that super long stream. I would love to do that. They're difficult. I mean, I think the evolution of that is when we get guests at the actual events. So, yeah, but that was always fun. I guess that was like the proto event in a way. Okay, let's see. Snicksy Doodles, $4.99. Thank you. Thought it would be funny, but can you say this in Fan's voice? You got it. Joy versus anxiety rap battle. Okay, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it in the epic rap battles of history style. Epic rap battles of history. Joy versus anxiety. Begin. Oh, it's just the start of my day. Oh, it'll be an interesting one. That was funny. Thank you. No question here, but oops, I accidentally clicked on that. Purple arm, friendly neighbor. Yes, the purple arm. We remember. Factually false with fuzz. Donated $1. Thank you for donating that $1. Flying buddies, $1.99. Is the crack on Taco Shell in the trailer an error? It is not an error. But what I will say is that you cannot necessarily take everything in the trailer at face value, because some things maybe are there that won't be in the final cut. Maybe something is there as a red herring to distract you from something that was removed from the shot. Just hypothetically. Just hypothetically. Just hypothetically. Just hypothetically. Just hypothetically. Just hypothetically. Being hypothetical now. Time to go into hypothetical mode. Hypotheticality. Hypothetical. Okay. From Radioactive Wolves, can fans say happy birthday to me? Jude. Happy birthday, Jude! I know it's not until the 23rd, but it's an early gift, and that would be really nice. I agree. And I'll say hi to your friend Tabby, too. Hi, Tabby! Hi to both you, Jude, and you, Tabby. Hope you have wonderful days. Leaf B donated $2. Thank you, just to say. Is that what you said to Pickle? I mean, it's a great line. It still holds up. Factually false with fuzz, $5. Thank you. How long was the final 3 of Balloon, Cabbie, and Silver Spoon set in stone? Did you consider any other options? Yes. At one point, it was Balloon, Cabbie, and Nickel. I think Silver Spoon just really became a breakout character that we loved, and we were like, this would be way better. This would be way better. Way better if it was, Silver in the role. From Billsy Buns, $5. Thank you. Love the profile picture of MePhone 4S. Hi, so question. If MePhone 4 and 4S had more time together, what would their relationship be like? Also, very, very excited for movies. Hee. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I think we saw more of what their relationship kind of would have been like in the season 1 finale, where it's like 4S is really, he's protective but agitated, and 4 is like, all right, I guess I'll go along with it, but also maybe I'll be a little bit snarky some of the time, which 4S wouldn't really put up with either. So I think they would have had a really fun dynamic. I think they would have really come to be close. And it's tragic we never got to be there. From Gray, $5. You missed it the first time, Brian, so I'm sorry if I missed it. Is Lightbulb going to find out she was replaced with another light source that might be butterfly shaped? Lightbulb going to find out. Oh, in the sense of Lightbulb about Bot. It's interesting because a lot of people ask about, well, what would Bo's reaction to Bot be? Lightbulb's reaction to Bot. That's interesting. I feel like Lightbulb would not be bothered by that, but that is interesting. I do like that connection. That is cool. It is cool. Whispermania asks, what made you inspired to storytell good? Again, it was inspiring. That's very nice. Yeah, no, I don't know. I just have been trying to hone my craft. I do my best. Whoops, I clicked the wrong one. I already talked about this. Sorry, I meant this. Casper, $1.99. Thank you. Hi, Brian. Well, I newbies. I love Candle. Dang it, it's the same question anyway. I already talked about this. We will talk about the existence of season 3 and make it make sense. That is as much as I can say at this point in time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know. I'm awful. Okay. Let's see, any other? Okay. Point Matt. Thanks for the Twitter follow. How long is Act 1? You're welcome to the Twitter follow. I cannot confirm nor deny how long the act is, but I will say it is sizable. That's all I will say. Absolutely solid. Please don't get me going. But Brian, what Toy Story movie is your favorite? 4. I think they're all great, but I think each one gets better. 4, I think, is amazing. I'll do a whole video on it at some point. I'm too busy with II and my full-time job. But I love it. I love it. I love it. It's amazing. From Scene Kyle 3. Someone gonna get killed off? Question mark, or is that a spoiler? No, that's not a spoiler. There will be killing. I've talked about that. No worries. You're good. No worries. Yeah, no, all good. All good. There will be killing. All good. No worries. All good. All good. There'll be killing. All good. All good. No worries. Unwanted. $5. Thank you. Ask, will OJ speak? Also, do the III contestants that were in season 2 know about II? By the way, I love fan. Thank you. Well, I mean, we certainly see OJ speaking on screen in the trailer. That is not a red herring. We would not do that. And it seems like the II contestants that were in season 2, I mean, there is that reference Paintbrush makes of like, you've missed a lot. So certainly seems like they know. Unless that's a red herring too. Who's to say for sure? I have no so. Oh, you asked again about me from Russ being related to Terminator the movies. Yes! Yes, I am! But please keep giving more money. It'll keep being the same answer, but you'll keep giving more money. This is great. I don't have to do anything new. It's just like the Terminator franchise. It's just like the Terminator movies. Just every time there's a new Terminator. Just new Terminator, and they're trying to kill, trying to terminate, and you gotta terminate the Terminator. Got to terminate the Terminator. It's a little twist. It's a little twist on it. Love that. Whoops. Hit the wrong one. Sorry. Mickle Pickle, $1.99. Thank you. Will Me Phone appear in the movie? Yes, Mickle Pickle. Me Phone will appear in the movie. You heard it here first. Update the wiki. Casper, $4.99. Thank you. Hi, more candle content? More candle can? Please, please. I've already said about the invitational contestants. You should know. You should know. I can't say any more. Thank you for the money, but no, I can't say any more. We love Candle, though. Look, I mean, Candle was in the video that played at the start of every event, the etiquette video. So maybe there's that. Jazzy Oliver, $5. Oh, thank you, Jazzy. Brian, your script is amazing, and I'm hyped aside for people to see what crazy good stuff you cooked up. That's very nice of you. Thank you, Jazzy. It's always so much fun directing your recording sessions. You're the best. You're so good at what you do. I'm so glad you're a part of the show. Oh my gosh. Yes. Everyone say, yay, Jazzy. Yay, Jazzy. Oh my gosh. Everyone in the world just said, yay, Jazzy at once. My ears are bleeding a little bit, but it was worth it because it was true. Jazzy was a pretty yay moment. Whoops. Clicked the wrong one. But yeah, probably not another direct comment guy because now we have events. But that was fun. I clicked the wrong one again. I already talked about this subject. Sorry, Artist Banana. Oh my goodness. Let me click the right one. It can't just change last second. Okay. Christine B, $4.99. Thank you. Hi, Brian. We love you. But please don't leave us devastated at the very end. Prayer emojis and hearts. Thank you, Christine. You seem very, very nice. I can't make any guarantees one way or the other. Look, the story is the story. And this has been the story for a very long time. It cannot be dependent on what other people want. It has to just be what the vision is. But we hope you understand. From what's your social security number? $1.99. Thankfully, they did not ask me what my social security number is. They asked, where are Gabby's parents? Also, can you say hi to Emil? Hi to Emil. We can't say where Gabby's parents are. Maybe one day we'll find out. From Western, $4.99. Thank you. Given the fact they're all objects, will they ever be used for their internet disc purposes during the movie? And we see ballpoint again. Internet disc. I assume you mean like their original purposes, you know. That'd be interesting. I mean, in a sense, yes. I think you'll see what I mean when you watch. As for ballpoint, again, can't confirm or deny. From Yummers, $1.99. What's your opinion on Trophy? He's a fun guy. I think a lot of people are convinced there was this big sprawling story that didn't get to happen with him because he got out early. I don't really think that's the case. I think the story would have been fairly similar to what it was, just maybe like, you know, told over a longer period of time. So I don't think you necessarily have to mourn it. That being said, I'm sure there's more that can be done with Trophy. So make no mistakes about that. But yeah, no, trophy is cool. Trophy is cool. Um, um, where was that question that just flew away? Ooh, Beefy Hunkerson. I remember you mentioned this in Jazzy's Live, but who would fans' favorite Hatchetfield characters be? I see him kind of like a Paul or Pete guy. Yeah, I mean you're right. I think Pete though from Nerdy Prudes Must Die. I mean I was just listening to Pete's big song earlier today. One of my favorite Star Kid songs. Honestly, I absolutely love it. Cool as I think I am. It rocks. It's the best. Yeah, everyone watch Star Kid musicals. I love Star Kid. I love Star Kid. The Cyber Striker. Why did you write the movie alone without the other two producers? It seems a bit odd to not have everyone write the biggest II thing ever. Well, kind of like we said, something that we realized was that having one writer really helps, just in terms of having like a clear vision instead of everyone trying to kind of jump on it at once. Everyone reads it once it's written, and then they give notes, and then we work together. And we all work together in terms of realizing the vision and accomplishing it. And certainly, the episodes and the movie are a lot more than just their scripts. A lot more than just their scripts. So, you know, it definitely is an effort from the other producers as well. So all three of us are very much working on this very hard together. And in addition to the rest of the crew, is the product of many people's talented efforts. From Kalani, $10. Thank you. Kind of a silly question, but sometimes I get flack from the fandom about preferring FanTube platonically. I know you do like them as a ship, but do you think my interpretation is fair as well? Absolutely. I think that's absolutely fair. You don't need to get any flack for that. I think it's cool to see them as friends. Um, you know, I think it's either way, they're very special to each other, and I don't think there has to be this label of whether it's romantic or not that's then slapped onto it, and then that means it has then value. No, it can be a very valuable relationship that they have to each other, whether or not it's romantic, and that's awesome. From Christine B again. Oh, you asked this before too. You didn't have to ask it again. Brian, we love you, but please, please, please don't leave us depressed at the very end. This was amazing. I don't want to be depressed. Oh, well, I'm a depressing writer. There will be some depressing things. There will be. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll do my best. I'll do what I can. Oh, dear, oh me, oh my. Oh, boy. Mine $8 or $5. How many parts? How many parts are there for the finale? I can't answer that. I can't answer that. I can't answer that. Also, I hope you're settling back well after traveling all over America. Rest if you need to. That was crazy. Thank you. I do need to. So we'll be getting off soon once I've completed these super chats. Thank you, everybody. Froggy Rabbit. Tissues not in the trailer. Is he in the movie? $1.99 donation. Thank you for that. I all I'll say is that I don't think you should just take what is in the trailer as confirmation. Like, well, that's everything that you'll see. It doesn't mean he's in it though. But just keep that in mind. Anderson Pineapple, as an aspiring screenwriter, I am curious how much do you revise the episode scripts, and also what is your process on planning out a script? Also, you're the best writer ever, Brian. Well, I don't know about that, but thank you very much. Honestly, I try to revise them a lot even before I show them to anybody. So after that, so I usually have the first draft, and then I'll do the second draft, and then that'll be that. In our more modern way of doing it the past couple years with our current crew. But yeah, I mean, I certainly will revise a lot. A lot of it will just come from my own self editing, honestly, of like, oh, I realized I could make this better, or let me tweak this, or I can condense this, or oh, actually, we need to do this. Oh, it'd be really cool if we had that. Yeah, but it helps really getting the feedback. Feedback is so important. So important. Creative feedback. Stuff isn't made in a vacuum. Listen to people that you trust. Okay. I did see the thing about Joy versus Anxiety rap battle. 60 doodles. Donate $4.99 again. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. Joy versus Anxiety. Begin. Yeah, there you go. There it is again. I did because I regretted that I didn't do the verses well enough, but yeah. Oh my goodness, Christine, $49.99. You did not need to do this. Oh my goodness. Look, 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 look. I hope you will be satisfied with where the story is at. I really do hope that that you are. Um don't need to keep donating and saying the same thing. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you. But, save your money, please. Please save your money. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. We'll see how you feel about the end result. So I'll be curious to hear back from you once you see how it all turns out. Hopefully you like where we're at. Janie Art Bun 698 SGD, whatever that is. Thank you. What are your thoughts on Page A? I think it's awesome. I love Page A. It's great. It's a good ship. It's a good ship. One of the highlights of season 1. From Age Helster. Oh my goodness, they donated 20,000 IDR, whatever that is. I don't know. Will Steve Cobbs ever have a backstory? I don't know about backstory. We'll find out more about why he is the way he is, why he does what he does, I think. But that's probably go without saying. Yeah, I said it anyway. From Delango. Hey, Delango. Thanks for $1.99. I sucks. I hate it, Gur. Why it's so bad? Cancel it. There we go. You see, now you went off your burner account, and now you're actually donating the super chat. So this is, you see, this is what I was looking for. So thank you for that. Took my request. Lionator. Didn't you say this before about how many parts there are in the finale? I answered it. Why did you donate again? No. Thank you. $10. Olivia Specht, 586. Thank you. We get to know more about Meepad and his lore in the finale. And could there be more Meepad merch? I need more Meepads, smiley face. Okay, we got a Meepad fan in the house. I love that. There will be more Meepad. I don't know. Lore, I feel like, is an interesting word. I don't know necessarily about lore. Maybe a smidgen. I would love if there was some Meepad merch. I think that's a good idea. From Cupidity, $5. Thank you. Hi, Brian. My boyfriend sent a super chat earlier, but I think you accidentally missed it. He asked if Taco's crack of the trailer was intentional or not. I did answer this. I don't know if it was the one from your boyfriend, but I did answer a question about that, to which I just simply said, I can't really comment directly on it beyond just saying that just because you see it in the trailer doesn't mean you should take it at face value. You have to, understand that some things are edited in order to avoid spoilers. And sometimes things are changed. So we replace something else that would have been in that frame that, so we just have a real big red herring that distracts you from what else would have been in that frame. From Earth 499, thank you. Opinion on Lightbrush. Another amazing ship. Great ship. Angel, sure. 20 that Delango loves Cruz Ramirez. How could you say that? That's true. I agree with Delango. Stop. Yeah, please respect our privacy. Western 199. Behind the scenes facts on Taiko Tirade. Look at Ben's thread. Ben made a Twitter thread about the Taco Tirade. It'll answer everything you could ever want to know about the behind the scenes of it. But yeah, it was always going to be there. But in terms of it being as great as it was, you could thank Ben for that, and Reagan, and Justin for saying, and many more people. Read the thread. Read the thread. Parked car 499. Thank you. What were some of the light bulbs improvised lines in Truth or Flare? Geez, were there any improvised that made it in? I think the way that it's said in the end of like their allies give you strength, but where they get it from, no one will ever know. I think maybe in the script it was like, but where they get it from, I don't know. And I think they changed it to no one will ever know, which was cool. I'm trying to think if there was any other improv. Not necessarily. There's definitely an improv that's coming up in the finale. It's just kind of like a sound, sort of, but they did it so well. Chip Animations. You like the Life is Strange games? I don't really know too much about them, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry, so I can't really give you an interesting answer to this, but I've heard of them. Whoops. I didn't mean to click that, but I love this comment. Cammy, Brian, it's death gonna death all over. It always does. You can't run away from death. From Janie Artbrun, yeah, about thoughts on Page A. Like I said before, I love Page A. Thank you for asking the question. Maybe you draw fan art of Page A. If you do, that's really cool. I'm glad that you do. That's awesome. Yeah. No, I mean, great. Yeah, y'all. I mean, if you donate, then wait, I will get to it eventually. But yeah, at this point, we're winding things down. Fan $2 didn't ask a question though. Thank you nonetheless. $1 didn't ask a question though. Thank you nonetheless again, fan. Oh my gosh. You are now you 50, whatever that is. Thank you. My gosh. Mickle Pickle. Ah, your Breaking Bad fan cast. $9.99. Walter, test tube. Jesse, fan. Skylar, Cabby, Walter Jr. / Flynn, Bot, Saul, Nickel, Mike, Knife, Gus, Taco, and Public Taco was innocent and random and has a restaurant chain called Team Chicken Leg. Oh, that's really clever. Yeah, I know I've posted before. Hopefully you've seen it on Twitter or Tumblr, the Breaking Bad fan cast we had. I know I had fan as like Gale or something, but I like this. I mean, test tube being Walter certainly makes sense. Fan, we have to cook. Yeah, magnets! Is there going to be a lot of death in the finale? Thank you for asking the question. I mean, death surrounds us all. There is always death. We cannot avoid death. We cannot outrun it. Death comes for us. Does that answer your question? I feel like it does. I feel like it answers it really well, actually. Like, really, really good answer to the death question, in my opinion. Thank you, Mars, for the $2.99 donation. Thank you very much. Library 5199. Will Samsung or a parody of a Samsung appear? No, but that's really funny. That's very funny. Oh no, our arch enemy. God's like me phone. We gotta team up now. Mayonnaise or $2. Please answer my super chat. I'm broke now. I answered your super chat and then you asked it again. My goodness. I'm sorry. Fan, $5. Your writing is a big inspiration to me. I can't wait to see what you have in store for the finale. That means a lot. Thank you very much for saying that. I'm excited to see however my writing inspires you. I hope you write something really cool. Or are already writing things that are really cool. Wildster, 20,000, whatever. Will we see a yellow car as cameo for the movie? Oh, like Cruz Ramirez. No, she's too busy. Fox Machine, $1.99. Thank you for the donation. Cupidity, $8. Sending another one. Hi again, Brian. What's your favorite tertiary character in the show? Any characters with very minor appearances. Ooh, very minor appearances. I really like Gavel because I love the part when he goes court dismissed and then bangs and is like, ow, ow, that hurts every time, and I still do it. I just love that line. I loved writing that line. So I think that's really great. Library 5. Will the movie be a musical and come out on DVD? $1.99. Thank you. Can answer about if it's a musical. Come out on DVD. I don't know. I don't even know how we would do that. I would love that. I love physical media. I would love to have it on my shelf. Maybe I don't know if it's something we would be able to sell. Maybe it could be made. Maybe I could just make one for myself. Just make one for myself. Maybe I could give them away at events like Whoop Doo does. I don't know. Fox Machine $1.99. Will you guys ever make a season 1 remake? Someone had asked about this before. I think it would have to be a more ground level thing than just, we're going to update the animation. It would have to be like kind of a rewrite that still like uses the same stuff, like the same guardrails of like the general things that happen. Earth, hopefully this isn't something weird. I don't know, but whatever. It's okay. It's innocent enough, I guess. Can you say this? Oh yeah, in Fan's voice, yeah. Do you like my sword, my diamond sword? There you go. Oh my goodness, everyone said yay, Jazzy. Yay, yeah, it was everyone in the world. Yeah, it was really loud. Oh my goodness, forced super chat. I answered this, Mayanator. I answered it. I answered it. And I know my answer was that I couldn't really answer, but I'm sorry. Goest Roest, $10. Thank you. Are Springy's glitch effect and fans in season 2 similarities intentional? Ah, some glitch parallels that you're laying down. I think cool fan theory. Can't really confirm or deny. Yeah, I mean, I can't really say one thing or the other, but I think it's cool when people try to look for parallels. Van approves. One and only Phineas. Hey, Phineas, 199. Thank you. Good to hear from you, Phineas. Which AI characters are for and against Toy Story 4? I think all of the AI characters are for Toy Story 4, except for Steve Cobbs. Steve Cobbs is like, no, it was unnecessary. I really liked that long video that was saying about why it's no good. He's evil! Evil! Bad! Stop him! Stop him! Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Sally, $2. Whoops. Where do babies come from? Baseball has a great book on that. Maybe he can loan it to you. You'll enjoy it. I'll answer this because I accidentally clicked it. Jorn, Brian, have you watched / heard of Alan Becker in Animation versus Animator? I remember that's like a classic, I think. Yeah, so, yeah, I've definitely seen that. It's a classic. It is a classic. Okay. My goodness, Casper saying candle, 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 candle. Ron 99. Thank you. Is he neon $1? Thank you. Slug cat potatoes. Can you say okay? I'm Crimson Thorn of Inanimate Clan. Hopefully that's what you meant by Mrow. But yeah. Casper 499, thank you. Yes, I would love a candle plushie. I would love a candle plushie. I need a candle plushie. Okay. Your opinion is noted on the subject. Opinion is noted. I'm Janie Yartbun. Thank you for donating again. Oh my goodness, so many donations from you. Thank you. Can you say hi to my friend Gia? Hi, Gia. Hi, Gia. And hi, Janie. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Okay. All right, it looks like we're going to be winding down. I know I've kept saying that. Can you say hi to my friend Melody? You bet. Hi, Melody. Hi, Melody. All right. Okay. Thank you for the 101 donation. Yeah, we're basically just about almost all caught up here. Ice, you aired me on Twitter as Gamey in the movie. $2. I aired you on Twitter? I don't remember. I don't know what you're talking about. Gamey in the movie? I don't think Gamey's in it, probably. I think Library of Fi, you mentioned. Well, I clicked that by accident. Will Balloon have a personality change? No. Balloon is our balloon. Astro Dude. Library of 5. Will Samsung parody appear in the movie? You had asked this previously, but thank you for $199. Yeah, that will not be in the film. But it is a very creative idea. Write a fic. Radioactive Wolves, $2. Will we get more Meat Phone and OJ interactions? I beg. Don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that, but they're fun. They're a fun dynamic. I want to do more with them and everything's OJ. I want to have OJ be like, I could do a better job at hosting the Meat Phone, and then he kind of is humbled and is like, oh, maybe it's a little harder than I thought, but we didn't really have time for it. Fluffy Cookie, $10. What are your opinions on Taco Bulb? I feel like Taco and Light Bulb were so silly in the last episode, and their opposing dynamics are so interesting. Yeah, I love that part when it was like, I saw there was a tweet also that was like, oh, like Taco just being so frustrated at Light Bulb, and then Light Bulb just saying non sequiturs back to them, like comparing it to like this meme template, which I thought was really funny. Yeah, I mean they have a great dynamic. It's really fun. And Taco being like, "Is this how insufferable my random humor act was?" Like this literally balls at you all. That's great. Carcat Vantis for $2. Thank you. I need more one-sided Taco Mike angst. Skibbity. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Some good angst. I like it. I don't know if it's necessarily one-sided though. One-sided in a sense, but in terms of there being angst, I'm sure Mike has feelings about it that are anxious. Yummers 199. Thank you. Can you make Van tell test tube? Mew, Testy! Mew! Okay. Great. That's 499. Mr. Koch, you're going to drive me directly into poverty, I'm afraid. But will we ever see the shorts again? Fantastic features and anime comics? Again, kind of similar to what I was saying before. We're just busy making the actual show. So, like, I'm not going to say, I never say never, but it's like we're making the show, and I feel like y'all probably like the show best, even if you like all these things. Pickle Pickle 499. Thank you. I just want to point your attention to the Patreon chat. We're having lots of fun theorizing about your inane ramblings in there. Oh, there you go again, calling my ramblings inane. I'll have to check out that Patreon chat. I'm sure there's some really good stuff in there. Okay. Slinky Bog 777199. Hi, I made the New Yorker cover. LOL. Dude, I love that cover. Yeah, if you haven't seen the Tacos Tirade New York cover, not only is it hilarious, it's a genuinely really good cover. Yeah, I found it. Someone like clipped a piece of it, and I was like, I need to see the full version. I found it on YouTube. It is great. How stupid you sound. Yeah. Oh man, it's the best. Extra Solars 499. How would Suitcase and thank you? How would Suitcase and Baseball react if they saw that Balloon Nickel made up? Also, is Meatbag Taco's therapist now? LOL. Meatbag is certainly kind of acting like a therapist. Would Suitcase and Baseball react? I mean, I feel like that that seems like something that people want to see actually happen in the show. So it would be a disservice for me to just answer that on the stream. I'm sorry, but I'm sure it would be a complicated conversation, particularly for Suitcase. From Ice, $5. Thank you. Brian, who are your favorite music artists, and did any of them have influence on your writing? I'll just touch on AJR. I love AJR. They definitely influenced me when it came to Inanimate Insanity. I probably will want to do like an edit or something soon, or like some trailer cut to specifically one of their songs. I'll just say it. It's drama. Yeah. I mean, it literally mentions reality shows. So I will do that probably soon if I have time. Sonny, $2. If Taco light bulb dies, I'm dropping out of college. Those are some high stakes, Sonny. You sure you mean that? You said that in front of everyone. Everyone here. How many people are watching right now? 464 people are watching. You're gonna, since you said it, I mean, it is written in stone. You have no choice. You're gonna have to do it. Sorry. Library 5199. Will completed movie come out on April 1st, 2025? Before then. Animation Mad Adams, Dime, 199. Thank you. Hi, it's been a while. Will there be a guest star? Well, I've mentioned there will be 2 guest stars specifically that are people that I was aware of prior, that I admire their careers of, but there will definitely be more guests than just that. I feel like I also should clarify that just because they're like guests, it doesn't mean that it's like all they'll ever do and be associated with us. So it's like, oh, it's like a one-timer thing, which I know kind of it's like a guest star thing. What? Mickle Pickle siding with Cobbs about Toy Story 4? Mickle Pickle, get out. Get out. You haven't heard me talk about Toy Story. I'll change your mind on Toy Story 4. That's ridiculous. Okay, all right. I'm gonna get into a whole thing. It's past 1 a.m. I can't do this. You can't do this to me. Pavin stuck on 100 something. Why does Forrest sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger? Because it was just interesting, this idea of the more advanced Terminator models. They kind of get into that in Terminator 2 Judgment Day, the best Terminator movie. And as there were more iPhones, it was like, hey, what if there was an updated piece of iPhone technology? It's kind of like those Terminator movies I just watched and thought were awesome. That's what I thought. But the thing was, I had to learn the voice. I had to learn it. Haven't stuck Samsung song and haven't said please. Don't make me. I don't think we're going to be doing it. I know I was just answering the question about 4S, but we don't really do as much in the way of parody anymore. But hey, that doesn't stop you. Do it as a fic or do it for your own show. For Milky 990, thank you. Hi Brian, like Test and Paintbrush Dynamic. Yeah, they're awesome. Yeah, hopefully you'll maybe get to see a little bit more of them kind of interacting. Another donation. Thank you. Can you say in fans' voice, stream TTYL? Okay. Hopefully you had me endorse something that is all right. But I don't know. I verify. Can fans say, I love watching Lighting Bliss? Again, I hope you had me endorse something that's all right. Okay. Question 199. You don't want to kill me phone so bad. Brainwashing in parentheses. Okay. Oh my goodness. You can sing Taco Star Rated Fans voice. Yeah, okay. Look at them. It's so pathetic. How they run to fetch their sticks. That's all you're getting for now. Brian, please notice me. You're bankrupting me. Also, please do an OJ voice. I know you do OJ. I don't do OJ. I am not doing OJ. I am not OJ in the movie. And I've been noticing you. I have been noticing you. I have been. Fox Machine 199. Thank you. Please say fans for Cherry is fan IRL. There you go. Snickles Doodles. What's your opinion on Micron X light bulb? That's an interesting one. I have not seen that one at all. So I guess I don't really have an opinion other than processing it currently. But like, sure, if it brings you happiness and it's not hurting anybody, great. Notice me, VPC Pictures. I think I did notice you before. Maybe I didn't, but there you go. Canary 999. There you go. Hi, Brian. I was one of the 3 fans you met at the hotel after one of the LA meetups. I'm so glad I got to meet y'all. You were so nice and so perceptive about the show. Do you think Goo and the Floor could run a comedy show together? Yes. I think Goo would help the Floor get over his stage fright. After all, he is the stage. But yeah, I think there would be a great comedy duo. I think Goo would calm the Floor's nerves, and the Floor would try to calm Goo's nerves. Goo has probably a lot more nerves than the Floor, actually, especially now that the Floor has kind of conquered his stage fright issue. Number 5. Will there be Meeple lore in movie? I'm assuming you meant Meeple lore, not Maple. Yes, for sure. Emerald Animations, YouTube, $2. Thank you. Is Knife going to have W Sigma Riz Ohio? What does this mean? Am I too old? I don't know what that means. Okay, last super chat. Please kill finale. Wait, I hit that by accident. Oh, okay, sorry, y'all. I have to kill the finale. Oh, Pabtrissa, an OG. Hey, Pabtrissa, $5. Thank you. Hey, Brian, I hope you're well. I am. I need to ask. Will the fan favorite character Nicolay reappear? Again, Nicolay, oh my goodness. Clearly there's demand. We'll have to see. We'll see what we can do. Wasn't really planned. But yeah, thank you all. Again, remember, stay tuned for this Saturday. You know what that is. September 7th. For Act 1 of Inanimate Insanity 2, the movie. That's episode 16. So be there if you want to see Act 1. Or if you want to wait to see the whole movie, I guess then don't watch it, but then you'll probably get spoiled or maybe get spoiled. I don't know. Do whatever you're going to do. Watch it. You should watch it. Yeah. It'll be pretty great. Alrighty. Bye, y'all. Woo! Mwahahaha. Haha. Ha.